The bird can kiss my white booty butt. I don't like the burn.
He's being stupid.
I bowled 60 over.
Oh,
and
no,
I felt
60 over. I'm 200 over.
I felt like I bowled so much gooder.
Oh, did you?
So much gooder.
So does that make two of us?
Than 60 over. Yeah, I feel like you bowled gooder than 70 over that block.
I
too.
threw it really good today.
Really good for 70 over. Like, I think both of us. I had what? I had 12 10 pins in the first 2.5 games. You had at least that, maybe more.
I had 7 in one game, so
it was so hard to get the ball to do the right thing. Like it felt like it was. We always need at least 6 inches more. It either needs to be 6 inches further for the swisher or 6 inches closer.
I did have an unfortunate incident with a obstacle that made it very hard to get my ball to do the correct thing.
We're not going to talk about that right now, though. We might, depending on how we feel, if we want to get fined or not. We will probably talk about this event once it's done in some of the things that happen. I don't know yet. I'm not sure yet because I don't know if we would get fined for it or not. So, because there are some things that's like pretty much unacceptable, very, very unacceptable. But it is what it is, right? So
we're here, we're bowling. Can't do anything about it now.
Yep, and we're actually sitting in an okay spot. We don't have to hit that pair again tomorrow.
What if I told you that 50% of the field doesn't hit that pair? Does that make it worse?
Yeah, a little bit.
It does, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much not fair.
It hurts even more.
It's kind of not fair.
Yeah, it makes it more not fair.
Yeah. Anyway.
I definitely hit it at the worst time.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You ran right over it.
You hit it and you basically got to avoid it.
I bowled 220 on the pair, so I can't be that mad about it.
I mean, I
bowled 220 with it. I missed a 4-pin in the 10th frame.
I shot 2-0, but it was like shooting 250.
Yeah. Yeah, you wrapped 10 like 3 times on the left lane.
And 4 times on the right lane.
But anyway, so
Yeah.
so you're what are you, 166 over?
Yep.
166 over. I'm 203 over. We both, by the end of this block, are probably in the cut.
Yeah,
in the top 64.
If I'm not in, I'm probably gonna be a couple pins out, pretty close.
The numbers not going up much. Like the scores have dropped quite a bit today.
The biggest indicator of what the scores are going to do tomorrow will be what happens tonight with the fresh, because you guys got so much further left.
Yeah.
So, like, if the guys on the fresh tonight get further left as well, like we did, then I think it's very, very easy that the scores only go up like 40 pins.
What was it? What was the cut? It was 112. And then after A squad this morning, what did it get to? 120 something?
I haven't looked.
I think it was like one.
You told me it went down at one point.
It did. It went down 2 pins at one point. And I think it only finished at like 120 something over after the first squad.
Yeah.
And then our squad, it was at like 130.
But I also don't think I don't know that there were that many guys from our squad that actually like were outside the number and went into the number. You know?
Yeah.
You guys had some guys that just mauled them.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Carlos Granados?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Cooley.
Sam Cooley?
Unreal.
Proud of him.
Those guys, when there's friction, man, they know what to do with it. They freaking take full advantage of it. Whereas me, I'm gonna. Oh, crud. No. I'm going to. What was I saying?
Oh, I know why this is not working now.
Oh, because of this.
Because you're plugged in.
Yeah, that's okay. Anyway.
Well, no, I need directions.
So put the directions in. Go.
That doesn't work that way.
Why
It's on the map. Yeah, I'm not doing this.
Huh?
No, because I'm not trying to type this through there. Yeah.
Son of a. Now back to your regular programming.
He's trying to make my life difficult. I'm trying to make sure we don't die.
Oh yeah, when I got friction, I get 9 a lot. My ball didn't want to do this right thing a lot of times. So it is what it is. It did okay, both 60 over. I used a primal shock the majority of the day. I tried to use the harsh reality a little bit early, about 2-0. About 204 clean with 5 10 pins, a stone 9, and a 4-pin. That was fun. And then, yeah. What was it? 2-0, 198. 198 with a missed spare. 220, 2-10, 220. So not an awful block, but it was frustrating. I feel like, kind of like you, I feel like I left a ton out there.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, the reason I feel like I left a ton out there is not necessarily because of like, I mean, yes, the game 3, shooting 204 with like 7 10 pins was rough. But, like, I opened in the 10th twice today, which is just unacceptable. Like, you can't do those kind of things. My last pair, like, I missed a move by a little bit and split in the 8th and then opened in the 10th for 2-0 and I had 270 through 6 frames. Like, that's just not, you just can't do that stuff. So,
No.
that pair wasn't bad. Like, Wilkins shot 260 on it. That was a pretty decent pair. And like, I gotta still shoot 220, 230 on that pair. So, I mean, it is what it is. Can't change it. I didn't feel that good about 70 over because I felt like it was behind the pace, but it's going to end up being better than what I thought it was.
Yeah, looking at the scores now, 70 over wasn't that bad.
Yeah, but it's just, it's so hard because, I mean, you've seen the scoring pace this year on tour. Like, you go 70 over for a 5-game block, you feel like you bowled awful.
Yep.
You know, so like, that's just kind of, I'm still in that mindset a little bit, and it's different, you know?
Yep.
But again, this is a tournament where you're just trying to get in the top 63. It doesn't matter if you're 47 or 22. Who cares?
It's top 64 now. Simon went off today.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he went off.
He said he threw a different ball every game on purpose.
No, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
He was 200 and something over after 3
Yeah.
today, something.
Yeah, so it's top 64. But like, in general, you're just trying to get in that number. It doesn't matter. I mean, last year I was like the 12 seed. I went lose. Like, it doesn't matter. Who cares? You just got to get in the bracket and get lined up on the fresh and start striking.
Yep. So I'm drilling a, what did you drill? You just drilled something.
I drilled a spicy one.
A spicy one.
I drilled a spicy.
The spicy one must be a new storm ball.
It's not a new storm. It's a storm ball that we don't see a lot.
I've never heard of spicy one. Is that a new name ball?
It's not.
Oh.
It's not. You're making dad jokes.
He calls everything. Every time I make a joke, he thinks it's a dad
Because they're
joke.
dad jokes. Come on,
I'm
guys.
keeping it
Like,
PG.
I think they would agree that they're dad jokes.
It's PG.
They're just dad jokes.
Anyway, he drilled a summit.
I did. I drilled a very different kind of layout summit. Trying to use the most forward symmetric ball that we have in a way that'll allow me to complement getting into like the attention stars, because the big ASIMs look okay, but once they transition, now that we're kind of getting further and further left earlier, they don't want to go through the pins quite as well for me. So we're trying to drill a bigger summit that's going to allow me to still get in that same zone and shape it a little bit more, compared to feeling like I have to stay further right. So, what?
I was making fun of you.
Why?
I don't know. I was being a dad.
No, that's not being a dad. It's being a dick.
I was picking on my son.
Just being a dick.
I was being a meanie. Anyway.
If someone ever calls you my dad in person, you're gonna have problems. We're gonna fight.
So
You are not that old. You should be more offended than me.
I don't give a shit.
If someone calls you my dad,
Who cares?
you're like 8 years older than me, not 20.
Son, settle down. So I drilled an ambush because it's super slow and early, and I need something that's kind of in between.
It's a jackal, motive jackal ambush for anybody that doesn't
jackal
know.
ambush. I drilled a fresh one because I loved that ball when it was fresh, and then I got some games on it, and then it went straight. So that's not good. So we need it to not be straight. So I drilled one to kind of be in between my magic gem and my harsh reality. So should give me another option there. It might look good from the beginning. Who knows? We'll find out.
Yeah.
But I build a fresh first thing tomorrow morning. He's gonna sleep.
Oh, I didn't even talk about what I threw.
What did you throw? Oh, an attention star. You drilled a new attention star.
I did. Yeah, I threw a pitch black game 1, which I know it's 44 feet and you're throwing urethane, but guys, the ball hooks early. It's really controllable. That's why we use them. It makes sense.
Yep.
So, yeah, I threw a pitch black game 1 for 220, and then threw probably 4 different balls to try and figure out, trying to get the ball through the pins the right way, and then got into that new attention star with that 4-inch pin, a little stronger layout. So that looked pretty good. So I was able to shoot 240 game 4, and yeah, so
Pretty good.
yeah.
So 70 over, 60 over, 200 over, 160 over. We're sitting okay. We're doing all right now.
Yeah.
So we got one more day.
Yeah,
and
we just
got
gotta
the
go get the
bracket.
job done. You know?
Yep. Just have a decent block tomorrow. What do you think the cut's going to be?
I'm still pretty sold on it being like 200.
Yeah, I'm thinking between 175 and 200.
Well, I
Really
think
depends on what tonight happens.
I think I'm gonna be really like. I think I'm probably gonna be in the number. So I think it'll be like 165.
I think whatever the number is tonight, after tonight's block, it's only going to go up maybe 20 pence tomorrow.
I'm going to say 40.
Yeesh.
So if it's
It's not
160,
I don't think it's even going to go up 40 today.
I think it's going to go up 50 today. I think it's going to get to 160 because it was 112. And then I think it's going to go up 40 tomorrow. So I think it's going to get to 200.
All right.
That's my guess.
So I need an even block just to make the cut.
Yeah. If you go 50 over and don't make it, then I'll buy you dinner.
All right. Well, we're about back to the hotel. We wanted to give you a little bit of a inside scoop. This is the tour life with dad and son over here. See, he's got the hair.
I mean, my birth certificate says unknown, so it could be true.
That could be true.
It could be true.
It really can't be true.
It can't be true.
I would have to be. I was 10 when I got your mom.
You're a time traveler.
Yeah. I was getting it in when I was 10 years old. Woo!
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's,
all right.
That's aggressive.
We're out of here. Appreciate y'all. Love ya. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz.
Yes.
Adios, amigos.